Welcome back to Snark and Spark. My name is Emily, and today I have a stitch with me. So I am playing around with this new editing software. I believe I mentioned in my last playing with me video. I am still getting the hang of it. I'm still playing around with it. So I just thought I would try what I normally would have done with this stitch with me, filmed it, uploaded it, sped up the footage, muted the background sound, aka my husband, and try just a little voiceover, but I don't want to talk the entire time. So instead, I'm going to just do a little bit of this intro here, talk about what the floss is, the legend behind this particular motif, because I'm just going to stitch this motif in this video. I had already started it, but I'm going to finish it in this video, and then I'm going to stop talking, put on some music, and just let you jam out with your floss out and stitch with me, and then I'll pop back in at the end to say see you later. So let's talk about what this motif is. This is number 17 in the 2021 Halloween stitch along from Stitchonomy. I am slowly but surely trying to work through these. I always get an uptick to want to work on this at around this time of year. Fall's coming. The next Halloween stitch along has been announced. My supply kit is on the way, so I gotta do this stitching. I'm gonna finish one of these eventually. But this is number 17, and let's talk about it. So I really love working on these motifs. I really like the idea of also filming from start to finish me working on a motif, just because it motivates me to get it done. When I've got a camera over my shoulder looking down on my work, it motivates me to get it done. And really, when I sit down to do it, it doesn't take that long. The unsped up version of this footage is about an hour and 17 minutes total, and that was over the course of 2 nights. I filmed in 30-minute sections and then would take a break and then film in another 30-minute section. So, but that's encouraging that, I can do just about 200 stitches in a total of about an hour and 20 minutes. So why am I not doing this more? Yeah, and the frame is done. It's not like I need to stop and go work on the frame. And each of these motifs is only a handful of colors. For example, this motif is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 colors. And that is also including the backstitched or half-stitched background. So the water at the bottom is 826. The ship itself is 975. The sails, that is white, is just standard white. And the shadowy bits, I would assume the mast poles, is black. It's 310. And then that green fog, that green haze around it is 906. The background, so each of these motifs is a 1-strand half cross. So instead of the normal 2 strands and making a full X, we're just taking 1 strand and just making 1 leg of your cross. I do as if it is my bottom leg. So if you are looking at a square, it will go from bottom left to top right, or top right to bottom left. That is bottom leg. Some people say you should do it in your top leg, just so it is all of your top stitches then look uniform and look like they're going the same direction. I think it's totally up to you. If I did this in my case, then it would be bottom right to top left, or top left to bottom right. I'm not into that. That's not the style. I like the look of my background stitches being opposite to my full cross. I think it makes the full cross image, that motif, stand out a bit more on its own. What is the Flying Dutchman? I'm going to share a little bit of the lore, and then I'm going to shut up and let the music take over. So the Flying Dutchman, and I am getting my information from the Britannica. This is an article from Britannica.com that has been written and fact-checked by the editors of the Encyclopedia Britannica. So the Flying Dutchman is a legendary ship. In European maritime legend, it is a specter ship doomed to sail forever. Its appearance to seamen is believed to signal imminent disaster. In the most common version, the captain, Vanderdecken, gambles his salvation on a rash pledge to round the Cape of Good Hope during a storm, and so is condemned to that course for eternity. It is this rendering which forms the basis of the opera, and I am going to pronounce this very wrong because I believe it is German, Der Fliegende Holländer. I'm so sorry. That in 1843 by the German composer Richard Wagner. Another legend depicts a Captain Falkenberg sailing forever through the North Sea, playing dice for his soul with the devil. The dice game motif recurs in The Rime of the Ancient Mariner in 1798 by the English poet Samuel Taylor Coleridge. The mariner sights a phantom ship on which death and life and death play dice to win him. The Scottish writer Sir Walter Scott adapted the legend in his narrative poem Rokeby in 1813. Murder is committed on shipboard, and plague breaks out among the crew, closing all ports to the ship. And that's the legend of the Flying Dutchman in a very condensed way. So, enjoy the music, have some fun stitching, and I will see you in just a moment. so much for hanging out with me and stitching with me. And I did want to make a minor correction. I said that the ship mast was black. It is actually not black. It is a very dark gray. It is 413, not 310. That's my bad. But at least I caught it here instead of in a different video. But this is all. Thank you again so much for hanging out with me, for stitching with me, and spending your time with me. I will be back because I really enjoyed doing this, and I will be back and I will give you a little sneak peek that the next motif that I do plan on stitching and filming is one that has a story. And that one I do plan on telling you the story of. I believe I can, which is very exciting. So stay tuned. We are very quickly heading into spooky season, which is my favorite time of the year. I'm very excited, but I will stop talking now. I will see you all very soon. In the meantime, happy reading, happy listening, happy watching, happy stitching, happy doing whatever it is that makes you happy doing, and I will talk to you all again very soon. Be easy with your hearts.